on. There's some cards going flying already. Good God. Excuse me. That's a great start. Okay. This reading is for Gemini. I'm back after taking a few weeks off there to spend some time with my children and get bits and bobs done and take a little time out there. So this reading's for Gemini. It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign. It's timeless, so it's for you whenever you reach it. We're just going to get a little energy check in and see where you are right now. You can reverse the roles if you need to. It's a general reading, so it can literally pick up on any area of your life. So let's go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. What do we have for Gemini, please? I'm sensing changes. That is what I'm hearing coming in. There's either a need for change or there are changes taking place for you right now. But let's take a look. Oh, wow. And the first card we have out is the Eight of Cups. Oh, wow. So this really is indicating straight away that you are really turning your back on things that no longer serve you emotionally, that no longer resonate with your soul. This is leaving things behind that don't work for you. And this is your soul acknowledging this. And this, I really feel like your intuition is acknowledging this alongside what your soul is desiring. So this really is coming from that place of emotional confusion, probably not knowing how you feel emotionally, being confused by your emotions. But this is you balanced in your emotions. This is you moving forward to accomplish so much more and to accomplish much more emotional satisfaction. So some of you may have recently achieved this and you're on your journey heading towards your life purpose. For some of you, you could be heading towards that need to express yourself more as well. But either way, it's heading towards something that you've really desired to do, something that you want to achieve. There's something you do want to achieve here for sure. So some of you may still have your guards up. You may be protecting yourself. And yeah, it's good to protect yourself. Absolutely. If we don't do it ourselves, who will? But try not to guard yourself too much, is what I want to say. You know, you've already accomplished success by leaving behind what no longer makes you feel good. So there's an achievement in itself. And I think, you know, when you move away from something that you finally acknowledge, especially when it deals with your emotions, you have that sense of freedom, of liberation. But there is still this need here that I need to protect myself, you know. But what you're being asked to do is to, I'm hearing purity, be pure. So there's a need to step into your vulnerability again. So take an approach of bringing that guard down, you know, popping that little energetic bubble that you've got around you. It's this, you may be calling upon your spirit team to keep you guarded, keep you protected. And absolutely they will, but in some circumstances, it's almost, I can hear like they want you to break free. They want you to step into that naivety again. And that's really hard to do, which is definitely why you're protecting yourself, because going back out there and opening yourself up emotionally, it puts you in a real vulnerable spot. But it's needed. And there's a real sense that you're going to achieve something here. Things are going to look better for you. It can really bring in something good, is what I'm feeling. We've got the sun there wanting to pop up in the background. And this is just, it's just indicating. And it's also bringing in the message of going for it. That's what I feel. You've got one cup there with fire in it. We've got fire energy with the Seven of Wands. That's what I'm being made aware of. You know, take action with the sun there. It's all about going after what you want. Take down them guards. Don't protect yourself too much. Protect yourself. Yeah, protect your energy. Look after yourself, but don't be too guarded against experiencing new emotional situations, or even emotional situations that you're already in, but you're just not open enough yet. You're just guarding your heart. That's what I'm getting from that card. But there's so much ahead for you to achieve. There's abundance waiting for you, emotional satisfaction, completion for some of you as well. Oh, look at that. I love it. There's that completion. There's the wheel. That's what I'm really feeling. Like this sun is wanting to break through. You've got the energy of the sun there, which is the most beautiful energy. It's being consciously aware of where you're headed, but it's also Jupiter energy coming in to turn that wheel, to guide you and really suggest that you take that gamble. You know, there's that vulnerability again. She's on one foot. You know, again, it's about surrendering. Whatever will be, will be. No control over the outcome. This is literally putting it in the universe's hand and being ready for what comes in. But it takes you opening up and being vulnerable again. It takes you rolling that dice. You know, you've got to take a risk. Because then that really gives you that closure. You can end that chapter, put it to bed, and only revisit that to look at where you are. Revisit it every now and then to just, yeah, look at that. King of Cups. To be in full control of your emotions. And that is exactly what you need. You're walking away from things, which is that learning curve in becoming aware of what is good for you, what makes you feel good. You're walking away from things that don't make you feel good. You're walking away from confusion. Too many options. That daydreaming. You may have been in like a daydream mode, like really longing, playing out things in your mind about what you want emotionally. And that's why I'm feeling there's this real need to express. There's a message of expression. And that is, I believe, that was coming up in the beginning. I'm hearing it again. It's about really working on how you express yourself emotionally as well. Some of you may have walked away from a relationship, whether that's the past or the recent past. It really is indicating a relationship. And again, it doesn't just have to be a love relationship. It can be any kind of relationship with whoever you love. There's all different types of love. It's not always a partner, a husband, etc. But this is you. This is you making that move, letting the universe know that you're ready. that you're learning the lessons, that you're working on balancing your emotions. And this is where you have complete control over them. But there is still a need to really look at how you express yourself emotionally. All about expression. It's about having control over your emotions as well. Knowing when to contain yourself, knowing when to let yourself go, knowing when to take that risk, take that gamble, knowing when to pull your guard down as well. And it's just like you're going to reach this place of serenity and peace. This can really help you step into your inner power and really, really look at who you are, why you're here. It can really kickstart you into really acknowledging what your life purpose is here. Things are really starting to turn. But it takes you feeling motivated. It takes the passion, it takes the drive, but it also takes you really tapping into your intuition and your higher self, really, really understanding your emotional body, how you move through life, how you feel with certain situations, and more importantly, how you express yourself in a mature and loving manner. Maybe you've guarded yourself for that long that you need to relearn how to express yourself emotionally. Yeah, because that wheel is turning, and this brings in a beautiful gift from the universe. This just puts more beautiful people in your surroundings, in your environment. It gives you that chance to really grow. That there is so much growth here, a brand new beginning, because if you go with your intuition, if you let your intuition be your guide, my goodness, that wheel is going to continue turning in the right direction. It's going to bring in a huge shift that's needed, and it's going to put you in a much more peaceful place with that gift coming in from the universe there. Let's have a look and see what some of you may have walked away from. Again, you can take this how it resonates. 8 of Cups. What's this about? Tell us more, please. 8 of Cups. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. You've got the Page of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the 8 of Swords. So this could literally be regarding somebody that you were dating that was younger than you. That's message number 1. This could have been somebody that was younger than you, that wasn't mature enough really to see the relationship through to the next phase. That's what I'm hearing. It really put you in a place of maybe thinking quite negatively towards it. Maybe they gave you reason to think quite negatively towards it. But it really required you to look at things in a whole new perspective. Like, it probably put you in some quite dark, negative moments. But I salute you and applaud you. If you've managed to walk away from that, then that's taken great strength. You're ready to you're ready to really move on to the next journey that serves you emotionally. This could have literally been a brand new relationship for some of you. That was in the very early stages, I want to say. And again, the same message, whether it's with someone that's younger than you, or if this is regarding a brand new relationship that's very new. Again, I feel like you've got early warning signs, and it really put you in that space of looking at everything, looking at all angles of the situation, of the person. It probably would have made you feel quite stuck, quite trapped. This, I don't know why, but I'm really picking up on a manipulative energy as well. So That may resonate for some of you. And the other scenario that I'm getting, there's quite a few messages. The other scenario is that this could be you dealing with a child that unfortunately you may have had to have taken a step back from, because it was affecting your emotional well-being. It was really, really putting you in a space of feeling emotionally confused, not knowing what to do. So it required you to look at things in more detail. It required you to look at the more negative approach, because I feel like there was much negativity and many sides that I feel like they were dragging you down and just leaving you so confused, so stuck. And it required you going into that dark night of the soul, if you will, if that's the way you want to describe it. It put you in that phase of limbo constantly. It may have put you in a phase of sacrificing continuously. And I feel like you'd got to the point where you'd had enough and you've just had to take a step back. You may have walked away if this is regarding a child. Sometimes it's really difficult. Sometimes you either have to take a step back or you just have to pull yourself away completely and walk away for some time. So there are many scenarios here, many scenarios that will resonate for quite a few. But as painful and as difficult as this may have been, it is absolutely a phase that's needed, because it's really kick-started this huge shift for you. Because at the end of the day, if you don't take care of yourself, who will? That is also what I'm hearing. It's there's a time now to really consider you. This could just be a situation as well. It doesn't just have to reflect upon a relationship, but I do feel it's a relationship for many of you. For others of you, it could have literally been a job that you're in the beginning stages of, that you looked at and thought, no, I don't like this. I need to take myself away from this. You may have left a job, a home. You need to take it how it resonates. But for many of you, it's coming up as a relationship, friendship, family member, however it resonates. Oh, so, yeah. I just wanted to take a look at the bottom of the deck because I was feeling drawn to. And this really is indicating that for some of you, it is a relationship, a lover. For others of you, it can be any scenario we've mentioned. But it's really taken you to, I'm hearing trust your judgment. I'm getting a lot of messages clairaudiently today. Trust your judgment. Follow your gut. Absolutely follow your gut. But you're really going to move on to achieving something. You really are. And this is that change. That's why I was hearing changes when I was tapping into your energy. I just heard changes, clear as day, in my right ear, changes. And that is absolutely this. And I was unsure whether they were changes that were needed or they were changes that you were making. And it really is coming up in the reading that there are changes here for many of you that have really needed to happen. And then there's a few of you that have needed to make the changes for yourself. So thank you, Spirit. We're getting messages loud and clear. Let's see if there's anything else for you. Where is the shift leading, Gemini? Oh, a whole transformation. This is putting an end to anything that you've experienced recently or recent past or in the distant past. You know, we can be going back far. Some of you may have actually carried a lot of emotional instability and confusion for many years. This is why this huge shift has probably been needed, because it's time now to completely transform your energy, completely transform your life and shift you into a much more peaceful, serene place. A place where you're stronger, a place where you listen to your intuition, a place where you take your emotions into account, where you can express yourself very clearly, directly. And if this is a relationship for some of you, this transformation, this brand new you with this control over your emotions, knowing what you're worthy of, it's all about your worth as well. You're really, really being guided to take a look at where you are on your journey to self-love. Do you feel worthy enough? There's a new relationship here for some of you if that's what you're looking for. But again, trust your judgment. That's what I keep hearing. Trust your judgment. Listen to your intuition. Two very intuitive energies here, two very psychic energies. So if you have any visions, insights, deja vu, dreams that keep occurring, pay attention to them, because there's always a message in them. And if something's too good to be true, then it usually is. If your gut is telling you that something's too good to be true, or something seems iffy or off, trust it. Follow your intuition. There's stability here, there's completion, there's abundance, there's achievement, accomplishment, there's emotional stability, emotional security. Anything else for Gemini, please? So we have the Two of Swords and the Six of Wands. So if there's a decision you need to make right now, and you're at that crossroads and you're really not sure what to do, which way to go, if you're still I feel like if you're still looking at it with a negative mindset, if you're just really unsure, and I think it's mainly down to doubt. I feel like it's really doubting your self-worth. If you're doubting yourself, if you're doubting whether you can make a decision that's needed, then really, really, really work on your way of thinking. Because I feel once you do that, if you replace them negative thoughts with more positive ones, if you connect with your guides, your angels, and really if you connect with your higher self, your soul will lead you in the right direction. Your intuition will lead the way. And now, I'm just hearing it's time to take control. It's time to reach a decision. If you're unsure about anything and you have a couple of options available to you, it's almost like, I know I see there's two options with this Two of Wands. And I'm hearing, should I stay or should I go? That may be for some of you. Should I stay or should I go? And again, trust your judgment, listen to your intuition. Either way, it's going to be a transformation. Either way, it's just going to kickstart a brand new start, I feel. A completely brand new start. And it's just the decision you make will lead you towards success. It will also lead you towards a path of self-love where you really, really start to consider yourself and how you feel emotionally, what makes you feel good, what you want to follow that's good for your heart and soul, things that you want to do, passions you have. You've had that time to look at things. You've been in those, again, another awakening process. There's an awakening here again. I've just done Taurus's reading, and that was all about stepping into a higher consciousness and awakening to things that need to be closed, that need to be put to bed, that need to die off, they need to end. Transformative energy. You no longer have to be that person anymore. You can transform your whole way of thinking as well. If you transform your whole way of thinking, you will reach the right decision. And then that just brings in that beautiful balance. There's equality. There's just a beautiful balance. It's time, I feel like it's time now for you to receive. You've given so much of your energy to others. It's time now for you. Because I do feel like you've been very giving in this relationship or this situation. However it resonates, you've been very giving, which is probably why you've been left so emotionally confused, because there was a lack of balance. There was an imbalance. But what's coming in for you? 66, love it. I love that. 66. So double confirmation that it's now time for you to receive. It's time for your journey to self-love. It's time now to nurture you. Be patient with yourself. Care about yourself. Consider yourself. It's actually really time now. And can you believe that? 6 of Swords, 666. I love it. Move into a much more peaceful, calmer time once you've made a decision. Some of you may need to make a decision. Some of you may not. This 2 of Swords, I'm really reading as though, you know, it could literally be taking that next step, you know, taking that next step, being vulnerable, taking your guard down, being open. Shall I just stay where I am because it's comfy? Or should I, you know, step out a little bit more? Should I, now I've reached this point, it feels good. But if I step out any further, it's all about the vulnerability as well. But either way, 666, you're definitely going to be really focusing upon yourself. With these 3 6s here, beautiful. It's all about self-love. It's about healing. No longer putting up with crap, negativity, drama, arguments, any negativity on any level. It's your time now to learn the lessons and to move away from those situations. It's a transition. You've got a transition, a shift, and a death and rebirth. So if that's not an awakening, I don't know what is. This is your time now to focus upon yourself, to close this chapter, no longer relive it, move away from anything negative, focus upon yourself, really look at creating a brand new you, knowing who you are, loving yourself enough to bring that in. And I think you will. So enjoy those full moon energies in Taurus tomorrow on the 30th of April. Also the solar eclipse, the beginning stage. That's going to be some, wow, strong energy. Put it to good use. Really listen to your intuition. The moon, step into your feminine energy. Look after yourself. Be patient. Nurture yourself. Bring in whatever this is. Use that new moon energy. And that first phase of the solar eclipse, the black moon. Beautiful. So let's get you an angel answers before we leave. see what the angels have for you. Thank you. These cards are quite stiff. That's better. What do we have, please, for Gemini? Thank you. It's up to you. So, absolutely. Again, if you have a decision to make, it's up to you which path you take. Which decision you make is up to you. You can either stay as you are. Even if you stay as you are, you've still accomplished something. You've still achieved something because you've walked away from things that no longer resonate with you on an emotional level, on a soul level, I feel. So it's up to you. For those of you that have a tough decision to make, the ball is in your court. It's entirely up to you. But just trust and know and believe that this just brings in that energy of equality. You know, it's your time to receive. I feel what you put out is going to be returned back to you because of all your hard work, your dedication in this relationship. It's time now for you to receive and move towards a much more calmer time. So it's up to you. So that's your reading, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed that and it helps you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share away if you feel that it will resonate with like-minded people. And until the next time, love and blessings.